Hey, what's up, guys? I'm AJ, and welcome back to the Flip Side. And usually, I don't always think getting the mail is that exciting, but today is one of those days where it was. I got a big old box from McFarlane Toys, and in it was my order for the new Spawn figures. If you saw my video from a little while back, I showcased them in a short video, and I said I was really looking forward to these figures. And I hopped on McFarlane Toys website, and I recommend using that website if you collect McFarlane figures, if you don't use that website already, because it usually has a lot of really good deals. So I got these figures in a bundle, and I used a promo code, and with that code, I also picked up a special edition issue number 1 of Gunslinger Spawn, which I thought was cool. But yeah, he has a lot of deals. A lot of times there's deals for free figures and whatnot. So like I said, if you like McFarlane Toys, I would check out McFarlane Toy Store. And no, I don't get paid to say that. I just really thought the store is really worth the money, the value they give you with the sales. Now, as you can pretty much tell, these figures are in pretty big boxes, and I can't really fit them all in my little review station, but I'll just fire through them real quick. I got the King Spider, Nightmare Spawn, the Plague Spawn, oh, this big old guy, the Omega Spawn Mega Fig, and also, last but not least, Sam and Twitch. And I was trying to debate which one I would check out first, and Sam and Twitch won out for me. I just think they're really key characters, and characters I've been wanting for a while to come to this line. So tonight's review will be Sam and Twitch, and I will go through the other ones in the upcoming days. So checking out the packaging real quick, because it's a 2-pack, obviously a bigger box. You get the Spawn logo here, Sam and Twitch, big open window with Sam and Twitch and their guns and things they come with, their stands on the back of the box. Some old school artwork of Sam and Twitch. New York Detective 666, I like that. A big old picture of that same artwork on the back. Spawn logo on the side with that badge. Mumbo Jumbo. So as I said, I'm excited for these guys, so I'm not gonna waste any more time, and I'm gonna crack them open and take a look. Also, before we get deeper into the review, just want to apologize in advance. I'm using a makeshift review station because my cat once again ran amok, and when I was in the middle of setting everything up, he knocked down my review station. So it will be once again under construction, but I didn't want to wait to make this video. So that being said, here we go. First off, of course, we get the Spawn stands for each figure. Just says Spawn tampoed there, nothing too fancy. You get one for each character. For Sam, you get a Tommy gun, which is really cool. I wish there was some paint on it. Some heat's going to be needed because it was bent out of the package a little bit, but really cool little weapon. You can see some like detail like in the stock if you look really close. So I wish there was a little more paint to bring out that detail. Cool. And then Twitch gets 2 pistols. So yeah, basic accessories, pretty cool. Just need some paint. Starting things off, I want to take a look at Twitch first. Sam is a whole nother beast unto himself, and we'll get into that in a little bit here. But yeah, I think presentation-wise, he came out really cool looking. Let's give you a close-up of him here. All the way down. What I like a lot is that this tie is a separate piece. It's not molded on. Just be careful, because you don't want to play around with it too much and have it pop off. But yeah, face sculpt is really nice. Looks like the comic artwork, which is beautiful. Nice detail in the hair and everything. Suit is full of nice touch of wrinkles everywhere. The jacket and the suit. Moves on to the belt. So can't say much more about that except for, yeah, that's Twitch, and I'm really happy with how he came out. Articulation wise, he moves really nicely. His head goes all over the place. I think that's really cool. He's got some swivel at the waist. He can crunch quite a bit. Make sure the tie tends to go underneath the belt buckle. He's got some nice tilt side to side. His arms have all the movement you can expect. Bicep swivel. The nice McFarlane-esque double jointed elbows that we come to become accustomed to with the McFarlane figures. The up and down and the swivel and the manipulation so you can get it side to side. I always suck at it, but you can do it. It always takes me a while. I'm not going to waste your time by doing that. Once again, McFarlane's hip rotation has something to be desired, but you can kick up that far. This piece here for his pants is like the rubber diaper we get, and it tends to hinder him. He's got the nice McFarlane double jointed knees, and he's got ankles that go up that far, forward that far, and you get the rocker and the toe articulation. So yeah, really happy with Twitch. Taking a look at Sam, as I said, he's a different beast altogether. There's some different things going on with him and whatnot, but we'll get into that. But first off, I want to say is that I think he looks, presentation-wise, fantastic. He's got the scowl, 5 o'clock shadow, nice paintwork there. Bags under his eyes. I love his coat. Does have some a little bit of paint apps to make it a little dirty here. The nice textures. He is a chunky fellow. Belt, like I said, his tie is molded on though, unlike Twitch, and same with the strap, the holster, his gun. This gun isn't removable, it's just all sculpt. We'll come down to the pants, and the back of his jacket, which does have some paint to dirty it up, and I like how the jacket came out. It's got a nice worn leathery look, which is awesome. Now, while I do love how Sam came out and how he looks, I think he looks fantastic. Like I just said, there is some weirdness going on with him. Starting off, number one, he feels really light for such a chunky figure. He feels really light, and that's because inside here, his upper body, it feels like it's hollow. So even kind of sounds hollow, almost like a cheap toy in a way. I hate to say that, but yeah, I like that cheap toys that are hollow inside. So I thought that was really strange. And then for articulation on him, it's different because he is bulkier. His head can move side to side or swivel like that. You get a tiny bit of tilt. Can't really look up that much. And down only a little bit. His chin crashes into here. And I will say it's weird because here for the head sculpt, you got the nice paint apps. They give him a nice tone and grunginess, but if you can see, the neck is like a totally different color. So that really popped out to me. And also on him, if you try to go too far with the articulation on the head, it has a tendency to pop right off. Not broken, just something I wanted to point out. And also the chin, the neck piece, depending on where you articulate, see that it's like a floater. There's a ball going in here, like a dumbbell type joint, and when the head pops up, like it pops up, this is like a cap, and it floats all around. And sometimes, see how easy it pops off, and you can almost hear the hollowness. It's weird, but sometimes when you move it around, it will gap like this. I don't know if you can see it. So you gotta play with it to get it to fall back down there. But yeah, that's a little strange to me. And then his arms swivel about that far. He's got like the single jointed elbow, and his joints are really stuck. A lot of them are really tight, but it swivels at the elbow, and you get a single joint that goes about that far. Sands do rotate and hinge. I don't know if it has the standard McFarlane hinge. I haven't tried that out to go up and down. Can't really tell me, like this is really tight. And then moving to the waist, he gets a tiny bit of tilt, and then he rotates really nice, and then he can arc back a tiny bit. Coat gets in the way, even though it's a soft material. He can crunch only about that much, which is he is a big boy, so can't really fault him for that. And also, he does have that comic book design, so his legs are shorter and stubbier. and he doesn't really have anything at the hip for rotation, tiny bit. And he can kick up that far, just like Twitch. The rubber piece gets in the way. And he has, well, I'll use this one because that is really hard. It does move. Oh, see, and that was the other problem. You go to lift the leg or articulate the leg, and due to the tightness of the joints and the ball, he pops apart. There is a lot too, just like in the head. So you got his knee, and it does rotate. And you got the ankle forward, ankle back, the pivot, and the toe joint. So bottom line for me, I think this Sam and Twitch is a decent set. Of course, Sam and Twitch are key characters in the Spawn universe, and these were must-haves for Todd to release. They both look fantastic. Really happy, especially with Twitch, how he came out. He moves really nicely. Of course, I'll gripe one more time about the lack of hip articulation. I really wish he would give us a thigh cut or make that hip rotation a lot better. It needs to be like 1,000 times better, but Twitch was a home run, I think, in my book overall. And then Sam, it's gonna sound like I'm hating on him. Like I said, he looks awesome and fantastic. I just think it's weird that he does come off as cheap feeling, really hollow, especially for a McFarlane Toys release. Usually the big bulky guys feel really hefty, like with some weight. So to have him like just hollow here is weird. And when you articulate the neck, having the neck a different skin tone, as I showed, is kind of jarring. I mean, you can't see a lot of it, but it's enough to stand out. And yeah, so I think that's really strange. He does pop apart pretty easily, but I would rather have him pop apart easy than snap and break. So in a way, that's a plus, because I would have been really pissed if he just broke. So Sam is really cool as well, with some weirdness going on. But as I just said at the beginning, a really nice set. Really happy to have these guys, but of course I couldn't give an honest review without pointing out the problems with Sam. But overall, I am happy with them, and they'll look great with my other Spawn Universe figures on the shelf. With that being said, comment and let me know what you guys think about this set, and let me know who you want to see me review next out of the figures that I just picked up. I have, to recap, I have, what do I have here? King Spider, Omega Spawn, Plague Spawn, and Nightmare Spawn. Let me know, and if you drop the comment and let me know, I will review that figure next. With that being said, thanks for watching and for all the support as always, and I will catch you guys real soon back here on the flip side. Later.